conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this regular meeting of the Vader City Council. It is 6:02 p.m. on March 4th, 2026. Roll call.
Jason Daly.
Here.
Nicole Hansen.
Here.
John Hurt.
Here.
Mike Parsons.
Here.
Mayor Shai.
Here. We are all in attendance. To allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mayor's report. The TIB Streets Grant, we've started the advertisements for bid solicitation on that. The bids are all due, and there'll be a live bid opening here on March 26th at 2 p.m.
Oh, nice.
McMurphy Park Cultural Resources Survey. 2 weeks ago, Drayton Archaeology did come out, and they found similar artifacts down at McMurphy Park as they had done the first time. These are possibly related to arrowhead creation and things like that, so broken rocks and that kind of thing. And so they're working with RCO on the next steps on what they might require before we do any building down there. Water system receivership. The city has sent a reply to the Department of Health regarding the request for more information, and so we are again waiting for the Department of Health to get back to us. Any council reports?
You know, I'd like to report that there are 15 new cedar trees planted down around the erosion corner of the park, McMurphy Park.
Oh, thank you.
They were donated from the Isla Springs campground on the other side of town. He liked what I did with the first 5, and so he gave me 10 more. So they're all marked.
Great. Exciting.
Just keep going, replanting. Love it.
Oh, side note, we're talking about McMurphy Park. The Department of Fish and Wildlife got a hold of the city. They do various inspections on the creek down there, and they use our park to launch their kayaks. And so they were asking if we could help them out by getting them a key to the gate so they don't have to walk their kayaks all the way down to the creek in the wintertime.
Fish.
So we were going to work with them on how to do that.
Good idea. Cute.
It fell downhill to the crib.
It's all uphill on the way back.
Didn't they take out at the other end?
I don't know. Any other council reports? Okay, agenda approval. I don't have any suggested changes.
I'll make a motion that we approve city agenda for March 4th, 2026.
We have a motion by Mr. Daly to approve the agenda. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Hurt. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Minutes approval.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for February 18th, 2026.
We have a motion, Ms. Hanson, to approve the minutes. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second.
Second by Mr. Daly. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Voucher approval.
I make a motion that we approve the amended end of February 2026 vouchers for $11,633.22 and the beginning of March 2026 for $50,217.61.
A motion by Ms. Hanson to approve the vouchers as stated. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Daly. Discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Special reports, Lewis County Sheriff's Department. Hello, Mr. Rubin.
Good morning. All right, for the month of February 2026, there are approximately 120 citizen contacts, 2 traffic stops, 2 on-shift calls, 26 traffic stops, 4 infractions, 4 misdemeanor criminal citations, 4 arrests, and 7 custodial arrests. There were approximately 13 off-shift calls for a total of 15 calls.
Thank you.
Any questions?
You guys are busy.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
A lot of folks. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Public comment for agenda-related items only. There'll be another public comment later for non-agenda items. Okay, there are none. Moving on to city business. Item number 1, council to consider nomination or nominations for vacant city council position number 5. The term would be until the end of, roughly the end of November 2027. We don't necessarily have to nominate anyone tonight. Usually we wait a couple of meetings since the announcement. We just announced at the last meeting, but if council had nominations, we can move forward with that, or we could wait another meeting. The requirement is that we fulfill it within 90 days, or the county commissioners get to do it. So we have plenty of time.
I'm really excited about the applicants we have, but I think when, I applied because I applied before I was elected as well. Council, I think, waited 2 meetings. I sort of think that might be just kind of a good standard for us to consider. I don't know.
We have to give them enough time to respond anyway. But is this our,
Yes, absolutely. We can.
Is there,
Pardon?
this is the only, the one that?
Yeah, we have 1 application to review. Yeah. I think it's fair to keep it open for
Mhm.
4 weeks.
Oh, sure.
So can we have it on the agenda next time?
Yes, we have to.
Good point.
is it my eyes or is that blurry?
It's
just-
blurry. I know. It took me forever to.
I knew I didn't wear my
It's just
glasses.
you.
It's
I
just
have a physical copy here that I can.
Thank you.
I think everything's blurry after looking at that. Okay, then we will table this. Give folks just one more period to put in applications, and then we can move forward with it. All right.
Thank you.
Item number 2, council to discuss the density rebalance and zoning report. Our planning consultant, James Eager, is here. Hi, James.
Hi, Mayor. How's it going?
Very good. Let me proceed.
Great. Well, we're here partially because, I think it was a good idea. It was the mayor's idea for me to provide this report in advance of the planning committee having a public hearing at their next meeting, which will be next week, about the first part of this work, which is reducing the minimum density standard in the R1 zone. That is one of the exhibits in this in your packet today. It's a very straightforward revision. It's, I think, like 3 words total, and has gone through all of the procedural requirements, including SEPA, and it was granted an expedited review from Commerce. In fact, I think their email said that it was like the perfect example of an expedited review, which is always good to hear, that they can review a 3-word change in less than 60 days. Yeah, we wanted to give a bit more context for where this is coming from and where it's headed over the next several months. As we spoke about before the comp plan was adopted, and sort of as it was adopted, there's the second part of the work, which is making sure that the code is aligned with the comprehensive plan, as well as the zoning and all of that. It's also a good opportunity for folks at the planning committee and at the council level to take a look at what you're currently allowing in your zones and whether that is still aligned with what your vision for the city is. In this instance, the planning committee, took a look at what is allowed, what isn't allowed, and big picture, we're talking about just providing more flexibility at that lower end, at that like R1 zone. And then I think planning committee is leaning towards reducing the maximum density allowed in those R3 and commercial and mixed use zones. Right now, you allow 61 units per acre on that first acre and 87 for each additional acre. which is pretty substantial. Yeah, this is kind of meant to introduce it. You're going to be seeing more updates throughout the year as we work through them with planning committee. And it really, it does dovetail a bit with some of what's required, ADU updates and co-living and things like that, which the state has imposed on cities like Vader. Yeah, I wanted to give you some additional context and give you the packet that we gave the planning committee, so you can also take a look at some examples of what site layouts might look like under your existing code and what we're kind of proposing now. So I guess at this point, I'll just open it up to you if you have any questions, if you want me to clarify anything in addition or anything like that.
No, I think it makes a lot of sense, and I really appreciate all the work you've done for us. As you know, I've been coming to the planning commission meetings to make sure I understand what's going on before it came to us, and so I appreciate you providing it to our group, but I don't have any questions at the moment. Anybody else?
Any members of the public have any questions? I knew it.
Will this allow us to do 6 lots instead of 8, or is this not what we were wanting to do?
James, could you hear what Ms. Radcliffe asked?
Yes, it'll allow the 6-lot plan. It'll allow your original plan.
So can we move forward? We were kind of at a standstill until this was done, so we're not sure if we should start building. He has a road builder guy, but we didn't really know if we were gonna have to have 8 or 6, so can we keep going forward?
I'd work with Darren on that, and he could interface with James. This isn't the proper forum to give you permission to move forward with building issues.
I don't wanna build anything.
Well, I mean, building roads and whatever. I wouldn't want you to expend funds on something that
Make 8 driveways instead of,
work out.
It hasn't passed yet.
right.
What is he on here?
Any other questions?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Ms. Radcliffe.
If you had a ballpark timeframe, are we talking this year, summer, in the spring?
Yeah, can you remind me the process for how this gets approved and what happens? I just can't remember exactly all the steps and what the timeline looks like.
If that's a question directed to me, just to clarify.
Sorry, James, it is.
Okay, great. For this quick update, this little 3-word update for the R1 zone, which we separated out specifically so, we could start moving forward with the Radcliffe's application and address some of the other things that need to happen there. That can be adopted once the planning committee recommends it to council, and council then has the opportunity to, approve it. The public hearing for that is next week with the planning committee. So if they vote to recommend it to city council, then at the March 18th meeting, it'll be in your packets as, a fully fleshed out ordinance. The draft ordinance that's in here, you'll notice has like some spots where I just have to put in dates depending on, what really ends up happening, but I don't anticipate, I can't speak for the planning committee, but based on how the past couple meetings have gone, I don't imagine they'll be holding up this part of the update. It's the other parts that'll take through the year, updating the R2, the R3, the commercial mixed use and the ADU. That's gonna take longer. But this quick R1 update, just changing the minimum density, could be done as soon as March 18th.
So as soon as 2 weeks. Right. Any other questions, concerns? Okay, well then, thank you, James, for your time. Appreciate it always.
Yeah, thanks so much. Take care.
Moving on to item number 3, council to discuss Vader municipal codes 1 and 2. These are draft changes that city staff has been working on. Obviously, it's not printed. We gave it to you last meeting and fairly hefty, and so we were trying to save reams of paper. And so the idea was that city staff would take a first crack at updating these, give council opportunity to approve the draft changes, and then we would send it to the attorney to make sure that we're not breaking any laws before we actually move on to adopt them. So there's no rush on these. We have as much time as necessary. If people need more time to review that, we can absolutely do that. It's a lot of reading.
A lot.
I would like a little more time, sorry.
I just started, so on getting to those, so I haven't gotten through them all yet either.
Okay. Yeah, and the more time we take to look at them and make sure that we like them, the less money we have to spend in the long run to get them updated.
I do have,
That this is what we want.
I do have a specific question. Is this the appropriate space for a specific question, or should I email it to Darren, or how does it work with you? I'll wing it out and we'll see if anyone knows the answer. How about that?
Yeah. Cool.
Section 110.010 says the city of Winlock, Washington hereby adopts a classification of non-charter codes. And I'm wondering why we're referencing Winlock in the non-charter code section and how that applies.
It could be a copy paste error.
I do know that he spent a lot of time with Toledo and Winlock's code.
It's
repair.
references?
Yeah, and so it could have been a simple error.
Okay, perfect. I'll just leave it marked so that we can make sure it's updated. Thank
I
you.
know what Darren was writing, he went to the different cities around us and adopted some of the codes that they had with
Well, that's
ours.
fair. I just wasn't sure if it was actually meant to reference a neighboring city. So that's why I was asking. Okay, I'll make a note of it. Perfect, thank you.
So I won't give you guys any more codes until we're done with these four. Does that sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Okay, do you want 1 and 2 on next week's meeting, or do you want to put them all on the following month? What do you guys?
I would like 1 and 2 on our next meeting to encourage us to keep getting through it. I don't want it to go on for, but what does everyone else feel?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
What do you think, Mike?
Mike, when you get back?
I agree with
That's
you.
fine.
Okay. All right, moving on to item number 4, council review of Vader Municipal Code 3 and 5. I'm assuming since we're still working on 1 and 2, 3 and 5
We
be the
just-
same? Yeah. Okay.
I
Or-
think-
all right.
Well, we have a month to review those, right? So we'll plan to review those between now and April 1st, potentially is our goal.
And this is just an overall effort to go through the entire city code, all, how many chapters? 27, 30?
There's stuff that are missing, like we don't have a chapter 4.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So, yeah, it'll be a long process.
Okay.
All right, very good. Public comment for non-agenda items. Any public comment tonight? Ms. Radcliffe?
I just want to ask that Steve Blankenbecker, he's a ceramic engineer with Taylor Clay Products out of North Carolina. He sent me a message asking about the Vader bricks, you know, the ones that Little Falls. And he was looking for a couple for their museum back in North Carolina because he collects them from all over. And he wanted some history about the Little Falls Clay Company. And I sent him what little bit I had pictures, and I also sent him 2 bricks. But he was looking for another brick that had the raised letters, and I don't want to give him mine. Do you know of anybody that has any of those that are willing to let, you have them, don't you?
I don't even know what they are. Can you
I
tell
own
me?
the
'Cause I'm
property, the
new.
brick
I'm
factory is
sorry.
on them. You can go dig some up if you want. There's a whole bunch of them.
Probably a bunch of the bricks.
Yeah.
I want to dig around in your property.
So you've seen the other bricks. Well, you know about Little Falls Clay Company?
Yeah.
Okay. So were they all stamped or just a few of them were stamped? You know? Okay.
If they're not stamped, then you don't know they're from there. So all the ones I've seen that I know that are from the Little Falls Clay Company are stamped.
I'll keep my eye out.
So anyway, I had a bunch that they were stamped, but they were indented with the stamp. It says LFCC. And so I gave him those, but then I also had one that had a raised letters with like a rim around it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what those were for, why those were raised and some were indented, but I'm not giving him that one, but he was looking for those because he was aware that those existed. And he asked if I knew of anybody else, and I don't, well, I do, but Judy has. I'm not asking her, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we have a few in the jail, but I'm not interested in giving those away. But John may have a pile of them somewhere.
The guy,
Public Works.
okay,
He may have a pile of them somewhere just that he's collected over the years that have always been in his way. So
they're not city,
we could ask him.
they're not city.
Just picked up, so we didn't mow them or something,
Oh, okay.
probably,
Found.
stuff like that.
Oh, okay, well, anyway, he wanted one of those, and so, want me to ask John?
Yeah, I could ask him or we can ask him.
And tomorrow.
We only need one. We only need one.
Did you point that gentleman to the website that has the extensive historical information about the Little Falls Clay Company on it?
It wasn't overly friendly.
You?
I understand.
So anyway,
Right.
it was nice, the nice thing about it was that they're aware of the Little Falls Clay Company. Evidently, at one point, it was pretty popular. So, it is nice that piece of Vader is someplace else.
Okay.
Piece of Little Falls, right?
Agreed.
More public comment? Change your mind?
Oh, I was, no, I was just, I had
Oh, okay. Tough act to follow. All right.
I've got a public comment. We had someone email in to the city and ask that we put this in the public comment. Copy for all of you guys.
This is related to the Southwest County Chamber of Commerce, and it's someone's opinion about it. So. You could read it later if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I've never received a letter as part of the process, so we just,
It's just public comment.
FYI,
And
so it's
so,
part of the record. Okay, thank
Instead
you
of them
very much.
standing up and speaking.
Thank you.
and they asked that it be addressed to the council. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
All right. Any other public comment tonight? None? Okay. Any other elected official comment tonight?
Sure. I had a neighbor come up to me and asked me about the 4th of July and the car shows that we have in the city of Vader. And he was suggesting, and he may come in at the next meeting and make a proposal to us, to having a swap meet with the car show that they have down at McMurphy's Park. And they have the concert down there and all that, and have a, swap meet. And he thought that it would raise a lot of money for maybe the 4th of July or for the Parks Division. And just thought that I'd bring it up and see what you guys thought of it, because it'd be a revenue, because they would all have to have their own spots for selling their stuff. And it might bring more people into our concert and our car shows.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if it's going to be related to 4th of July, definitely talk to some of the members of the 4th of July committee about it.
Okay, sorry. So you're saying like when Little Falls has their concerts down at the park, have a swap meet?
Well, they were talking about he was saying maybe the 4th of July, or when Little Falls has their car show.
Well, we have that whole grass area is all vendors. So I think we're doing 50 vendors in the grass. But a swap meet's obviously different. Like you're bringing like used items.
Correct. And there'd be more room for it down at Murphy's than it would be at Main Street.
And how to plan for McMurphy that way.
Well, I think it's great that you're sharing it with us, and it's probably an appropriate conversation to have with the 4th of July committee, I would say. Maybe.
It's just another revenue for the city to make money and to bring people into our town.
Yeah.
Bring people into the restaurant and the bars.
And if the committee is interested, that doesn't have to happen on the 4th. It could be done later in the summer, and it could be a fundraiser for the 4th of July.
Yeah, that would be a cool.
Yeah,
idea.
or even have like another car show, you know, during that time. I mean, they had a lot of 83 people show up for the car show. So,
That's all I got.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea. People coming to the restaurant, talking about it, about the car shows in the summer.
All right, any other elected official comment tonight? All right, this meeting's adjourned at 6:27 PM.